everybody, we're back in the kitchen today. Today we're going to do 10 minutes better, and our focus for 10 minutes better this month, and forgive me, I've forgotten exactly what our title is, but I will be sure and put it in the title, in the title, I'll put it down there. But this is 10 minutes better. We find some sort of project to do for the month that has something to do, it could be seasonal or whatever. Right now it's sort of a seasonal, getting ready for, you know, what's coming up. This is October, so now coming up, we've got Thanksgiving, Christmas, family get-togethers and all of that. So what am I doing to prepare for the upcoming seasonal sorts of get-togethers? Well, one of the things I've done the last couple years since I found Six Sisters Stuff, which was one of my favorite cooking channels, is so easy, and I found that because I had an Instant Pot and I need to learn how to use it, right? But I branched out from there, and this recipe is a pumpkin recipe from She's in Her Apron. Kimmy over at She's in Her Apron. Love Kimmy. She's so much fun. She's got a huge channel. Anyway, one of the things I like to do since I found some of these cooking channels is to try out new recipes for the holidays, for whatever holiday. It could be a birthday party, it could be Thanksgiving, or it could be Christmas. And so Kimmy did some pumpkin recipes, and I'm not a big pumpkin person. However, she did a smoothie recipe. I just tried that out earlier this morning. It was actually really good. I was very impressed, since I don't like pumpkin at all. So now I'm gonna do a pumpkin mousse pie, and hopefully I can get this together in 10 minutes. I'm very slow in the kitchen, but I am gonna try to keep it to the 10-minute sort of limit, but it may, I'll just tell you ahead of time, it may go over, because like I said, I'm slow. It's gonna be very easy to put it together, and let me just talk about the ingredients. So I'm just gonna pull you down so you can kind of see what's going on here, hopefully. Okay, so it was 4 ounces of cream cheese softened. I actually forgot to soften mine, so I've been softening it in my microwave on defrost because I'm in a hurry. I've got to go somewhere. I had been softening my whipped topping, which you also need 8 ounces of this. And she didn't mention this in the ingredients, but this is about a little bit less than half of one. She said you need another 8 ounces for the topping, but she only used half, and this is probably less than half. And I'm not huge on whipped topping as far as the actual topping for a pie, so I'm not sure I would even necessarily use it at all. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do the recipe the way she did it, but mine is probably gonna be less than what she did, so I think that's less than half. So basically, if you don't care about the whipped topping on top, you need the 8 ounces for in the middle of the pie. So I've got the 8 ounces plus maybe a third right here. I'd already been using it, so I'm not sure. You need a graham cracker. Hang on, y'all. My stuff's in there. Graham Cracker Crust. Now, I did see a funny comment somewhere. I'm not sure if it was her channel or a different one. The person said, I never knew you were supposed to use this plastic right here for the top. Anyway, that was humorous to me because I'm not the biggest cook in the world, but even I knew that. So yes, this little plastic flips over and you can use that as a top. If you didn't know, it is mind-blowing. Okay, and I'm not laughing at her. I thought it was cute, actually. I was like, I wonder if there's other people that don't know that. It was just cute to me because, like I said, I'm not a big cook. Okay, 1 teaspoon vanilla. So I do have the pure vanilla extract. It's not the best. It's like the cheapest, actually. The great value. The 8 ounce whipped topping, I just showed you that. The 4 ounces of the cream cheese. Okay, I'm going not in order here. Okay, I had to empty out my pumpkin into a container because I used part of the can for the pumpkin smoothie I made. So this is my pumpkin puree, which all that means is 100% pure pumpkin that comes in the can. It can be the Libby's brand. That's the probably most famous brand. Mine is just the cheap, whatever they have at the Aldi, and I threw my can out, like I said. So this is, but it's pure pumpkin. You're not looking for the pumpkin pie, whatever, the Libby's that. You're looking for the actual pumpkin. So half a cup of this, so I'm going to have to measure that out. 1/4 cup packed brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then she used 1/8 nutmeg, 1/8 clove, and 1/8 ground ginger. I do not have any of that. I'm using allspice. So I've got my cinnamon. I'm going to use half a teaspoon cinnamon, and I'm going to use half a teaspoon ground allspice instead of what she used. But I'll put her actual recipe I'll link it down there in the description box so you'll be able to see it. Okay, now when you do the topping, you like she said, they said use a whole one, but she's using half, and I'm going to use like a third of this, 8 ounces. And then in that, she added 1/8 teaspoon cinnamon and 1/8, I think she just did cinnamon, and I'm going to do 1/8 cinnamon and eighth allspice in that as well. I'm going to use both. So probably the first thing I need to do is get the plastic out of my little graham cracker crust. That would probably help, wouldn't it? So here's my crust now. So I'm going to put all this to the side because I don't need it right now. Now we're going to beat this with the beater. Let's see. Put it right there. Maybe you can see it there. I've got to plug this in. You can tell it's well loved. My cord has got chocolate dried up all over it, so just ignore if you see chocolate here. It's just the way I live. I only use this for like chocolate stuff. I don't even remember the last time I used it. It's probably been a year. Let's see if this works. Oh, good. It is working. Okay, I think she said to beat that for 30 seconds. Half a cup pumpkin puree. All right, half a cup pumpkin puree. So I'm just gonna put this right here. Now, this pumpkin doesn't have any sugar in it. That's one of the reasons it tastes, in my opinion, terrible. So it does taste better once you get the brown sugar in there. I think it'll probably be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in. Half a cup of that. Let's see, 1 teaspoon vanilla. 1 teaspoon, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? Teaspoon never seems like a lot till you're going looking at it and you're like, wait a second. Okay, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Okay, 1/4 cup packed brown sugar. This really isn't the kind that's packed, huh? You think that's gonna be okay? Okay, well, we're just gonna go with it. All right, 1/4 cup. It's still brown sugar. It's just not that kind that's hard as a rock. It's more granulated. But you know, it doesn't say granulated on here. It just says light brown sugar. Okay, I don't know. All right, let me put my pumpkin to the side. The vanilla smells heavenly, let me tell you. That's probably what makes it. Okay, we've got the cream cheese, we've got the vanilla, we got the pumpkin puree, we've got the non-packed brown sugar. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the spices in there. The 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. All right, here's the cinnamon. Okay. It's gonna be 4 teaspoons by the time I get it to come out. What'd I tell you? Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit back in here because, yeah, that was a little much. And then 1/2 teaspoon allspice. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna measure this because last time I tried to dump it out of here, it just didn't work well. So I'm just going to, that looks perfect to me. It's probably too much, I don't care. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put these together. I'm just gonna make sure that it is all, she said to be careful, you know, make sure the cream cheese was all mixed up in here. So let's just make sure. That's one thing I like about just having the non-stand mixer, because I can just move the thing around however I want it. So it's not quite getting to the bottom, but it's actually looks like it mixed in better than hers did. So I'm just gonna give it just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, this looks good enough. Now what we're gonna do, so I don't think we need this anymore. So I need to put this somewhere. Let me just stick it right here on the little tray. All right. Now we're going to fold in the Cool Whip. And she just dumped all hers in at once. What I'm gonna do is just put a little at a time because I think that'll be easier for me. All right, where'd my big spoon go? I'm gonna use the whole thing, so I'm just gonna use what had the pumpkin in it because I don't think it's gonna matter. And I'm just gonna fold a little at a time, because in my experience, that is easier. So it's going to get less and less orange the more we put in this Cool Whip in there, obviously. So what I'm hoping is, even though my family's not big on pumpkin, that they will still like this. I try to force pumpkin on my family every year, even though none of us really care for it that much. It's very floofy, if nothing else. Watch me drop the whole thing. Golly, it seems like there's more in here than was going to fit into this. It almost looks like you could make 2 pies out of this. Goodness gracious. I don't know, y'all. It still smells very pumpkin-y to me. So if it doesn't have some sugar in here, I just don't know. Maybe that we need to top this sucker with that caramel, that Ghirardelli caramel we got in the refrigerator in there. That might take the pumpkin right out of it, right? I guess you just keep doing it around till you get it kind of smushed down. Because to me it's overflowing and there's still some more in this bowl. Don't y'all love cooking with me? Because I really generally have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, let's see what else we can get off of here. I don't want it to go to waste. I tell you what, Ranger likes the pumpkin. I don't know why. I gave him a little, just a plain pumpkin. Alright. I'll just get it off my finger. Well, that looks pretty good. I mean, it looks good. I don't know if it tastes good. It looks good. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have right now. Okay, so this is how much I had left in this container. So, and she had said a whole one she thought was way too much, and I agree with her. I definitely don't need that much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 1/8 teaspoon allspice and 1/8 teaspoon cinnamon, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna do, that's in the 4th, wait, where's my finger? I'm gonna do about that much. So it'll be more like an 1/8. And then, whoops, don't do that. I'm shaking the whole thing. I was gonna shake that. And then I'm just gonna give that a shake. Yep, that's probably about right. So now it looks about like that. And I'm gonna stir this with my spoon. I'm just gonna stir it up. I'm gonna go large, a little bit more allspice. I really think what tastes so good on that beater is the spices. I feel like that's what I'm tasting, the cream cheese and the spices. All right, now let's get our pie back over here. And then I'm just gonna try to spread it on here, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and we'll be done. So I don't really know how to spread this without it just... I don't wanna mess it up, it was so pretty. I'll be honest, I actually think it's prettier just leaving it. If I was not doing this recipe for you guys, I would probably just leave this part off because I don't think Spencer's gonna love this part. But he can scrape it off. I mean, he'll be fine. But I think if it's just us, I actually think it's prettier without this. But you guys do what you think. I really do think I want to put some caramel on top of it because I just think it's going to need something. And I happen to have some in the fridge that needs to be used up. Okay, so this is what hers looks like. Now I'm going to go big and I'm going to put some of this caramel on here. I think it's going to look better. I think it's going to taste better. I think it's going to look better. This is Ghirardelli. I think this is what it needs. For being 100% honest. Okay, I don't think he'll argue if this has caramel all over. I think he'd be like, yep, that looks great. That looks better, y'all. I'm sorry, but I think it needs something. I'm just saying. Okay, put my little top on here. So if you didn't know, that's what these little tops are for. And then you just fold this back over, like the little person that commented how awesome it was that that top fit on there like that, because that's how it was made, hun. So anyway, I'm seriously not making fun of her. I thought it was cute. The people that commented were making fun of her, but I was not gonna. I did laugh. I got a good hee-haw out of it because I thought, man, I thought I was an idiot in the kitchen, because I am. I'm not that bright. All right, there it is. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. It'll be ready to go tonight. Spencer and I will taste it. I'll get back with you all about what he thinks and what I think. I think I'm gonna like it with the caramel on there. He likes the caramel. I think the caramel is going to make it, if I'm being totally honest. All right, you guys. In fact, I probably should have put some caramel in that smoothie I made. Now, I did film the recipe for the smoothie, so that one will be going up on my channel. So be sure and stay tuned if you want to see the pumpkin smoothie, if you're into pumpkin stuff. And again, I'm not, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was really, really good. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. Talk to you later. I'll get back with you in a clip right after and let you know what we think. Hello, everybody. Quick update to the pumpkin mousse pie that you just saw me make. So we have been eating it for about 3 days now. I would say it's a definite win. I'm not even a huge Cool Whip person. Cool Whip's okay. I have actually a Jell-O salad that I put Cool Whip in. Fallon's here. You want to say hi? Let's see. Can we see her? Can we see her? Can we see her? There she is. There's Fallon. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I have a Jell-O salad that I put Cool Whip in, and it's wonderful. But on the whole, I'm not a huge Cool Whip person. I actually think it would be better if maybe there was less Cool Whip. I think if I make it again, I do plan to make it for Thanksgiving. And I probably would need to do a trial run before I did this, but I would like to kind of half the amount, or maybe two-thirds, maybe half would be way too much to half it, but it was a lot. To me, it was a lot of Cool Whip. Now, yes, it's supposed to be a mousse. It is supposed to be a mousse. So I'm not telling you to half it, because if you like Cool Whip and you like pumpkin, I think you're going to think it's divine. Spencer and I are not big on pumpkin, and we are eating it, and we definitely like it. He said, I will definitely keep eating. So it was definitely a win. I'm just thinking, like, in the future, just for me, I actually tasted a little bit of what was on the beater prior to the Cool Whip. So just the pumpkin, the cream cheese, and I think it was the spices. And I thought that taste was really good myself. I thought that was really A+. So to me, the cream cheese, the Cool Whip just kind of toned it down a little too much. But like I said, I mean, it's a mousse cake, so you need to do that. But anyway, it was a win. I think it is definitely worth making, especially if you're a pumpkin person. All right, just wanted to update you. Hope you have a wonderful week. Okay, now I am about to make another one of those pumpkin smoothies. I was very impressed with that. So stay tuned to my channel, because I think that will be next. I think you'll see that on Sunday. And I forgot to mention, totally forgot to thank Melinda from Melinda Plain and Simple. She is the host of our 10 Minutes Better. So thanks, Melinda. Check out the playlist of the other lovely ladies that are doing 10 Minutes Better this month. And thanks so much for being here. Love you guys.